everyone. This is Coach B, and in the next few minutes, I want to share with you stress management tips for high-performing professionals. If you are a person, a lady specifically, in a 9-to-5 career, then this is for you. You should learn stress management techniques, skills that you can use to manage stress, because the nature of careers generally would mean that from time to time you're stressed, and it differs from one workplace to another. The extent of stress that one person is exposed to is different from that which another person is exposed to, but at different measures and to different extents, we're all exposed to stress in one way or the other. And while the stress in itself is not always from the job, it will always have an effect on the job or on your health. So let's assume, for instance, that the stress is coming from the home. Maybe your workload at home just increased. You lack momentarily a caregiver. So all of the work has become yours to do. Or maybe you have a newborn baby, or there's a just anything that upsets the entire way that the house is structured to support your work can actually lead to stress for you. And then what then happens is your responsibilities at work have not reduced. So stressed, you have to, okay, I want to get ahead of myself, but I won't get ahead of myself. I want to tell you a few things that you can do to manage stress, but I also first want to list different types of stress for you. So I've mentioned the stress that comes from home. There are also stress that actually come from work itself. Sometimes it has to do with skills. For instance, if you lack some of the skills that you need for your job, you're going to be stressed. If, for instance, you have the skills, but you have a toxic workplace, a toxic culture in the workplace, then you are going to be stressed. If anything changes at work as well, maybe you have a tight deadline, a new client that you're trying to understand, it can also trigger stress in your body. So the first thing is to take a pause and say, where is this stress coming from? Whenever you find yourself under stress, whenever you find yourself being en route, just automatically moving day in, day out, knowing that you're not prioritizing your well-being, you're not prioritizing your physical health, you're just going through the motions and just going a day at a time without necessarily having the best quality of life at that time, then you're stressed. Sometimes stress shows up in how we look. You may just break out and have pimples. You may just see that your skin is not glowing as it used to glow. You may just discover, for instance, that there's this constant nagging headache that has refused to go anywhere, despite the fact that you are taking medications. So stress shows up in different ways in our body. Sometimes it's just this body ache, and you've been trying to use different things, but it's not working. So stress can also show up in just you being lethargic and being slow in approaching work. You just see that you're just slower, your response rate is slower, you're thinking more slower than, you're thinking slowly as against your usual self. So all of this and many more are signs of stress on the body. So once you've understood where the stress is from, you remember we said that you know where the stress is from, you know how the stress is showing up in your body and in your, just in your demeanor. Sometimes it's not even any of this, things that you see. Sometimes you just notice that you become very shocked with the people around you. You're snapping at people, you are edgy, you are irritable, you are easily irritated. You should watch it, you're probably stressed, all right? So when you know that you are stressed, what should you do? We have said the first thing is to say, where is this stress from? And the moment you know where the stress is from, you then want to say, what can I do to overcome this stress? What can I do to get rid of this stress? So you find out where it's from and you do what you need to do to fix it. And many times what we need to do is actually within our control. So you're in between housekeepers. Okay, find another housekeeper, interview a couple more people and get a new housekeeper. Problem solved within a few days, within a few weeks. Of course, self-talk is very important. So the moment you say, oh, I know where the stress is from, is because I don't have a caregiver right now. In a couple of days, I'm going to fix that. And so I should not let this stress me. And then you, of course, you have to find your coping mechanisms. You have to find what will eradicate that stress. So if you have to order food, get someone to come cook in bulk for the house for that week that you know that you are going to be stressed because you're the one doing all the work, then you have to do it. All right, you have to find how to, reduce the effect of that stress or the occurrence of that stress in the short term, while in the long term, you are addressing the root cause of that stress. So that's the first thing that you need to know. If once you say, okay, this is where the stress is from, this is how I'm going to come against the stress. And in the meantime, this is how I'm going to think about it. And sometimes, like we said, the stress is from work. If it's something within your control, again, same process, apply the same process to it. Ask yourself, what do I need to do to get rid of this stress? So maybe it's a new skill you have to develop. There's a new portfolio added to your workload. You need to learn about it. Then you give yourself some time and say, within the next 1 month, within the next 2 months, I'm going to figure out this thing. I'm going to register for so and so course, and I'm going to get things done. All right, the moment you said that to yourself, already mentally you are distressing because you are saying, I'm taking charge of this situation. Then what do I do in the meantime? Do I have team members who have these skills that I can consult with from time to time if I need to work on projects that are like this? So that will help you. Another thing that you can do to prevent stress, or if you're already under stress, to manage stress, is time management. Time management itself will help you to manage stress any day, any moment of any day, because once you set your priorities and you say, these are the things that I'm going to focus on, once you say that to yourself and you create a schedule around it, it helps you to get things done sharp, sharp, sharp. And once you get things done, you know that, okay, I now have extra time to play, time to rest, time to relax, time to rejuvenate. All right. So you must never while away time as a high-performing professional. Okay. Also, you must learn to delegate a lot. I use this example always. Let's imagine someone is a high flyer in their career, they're doing so well, and then the office management decides to promote the person. When you're promoted, the set of skills that you need to now manage people under you is different from the same set of skills that brought that promotion to you. So you are going to have to upskill very fast. All right. Once you upskill, then you will now level up. You'll be able to sit, firmly in that new position that you have. So typically, as at the point when you are being promoted, the skill set that you currently have, they're not sufficient for that new promotion that you've just gotten. And once you know that, you then start to say, okay, what skill set do I need to build? How do I learn the things that I need to learn so that I will not be stressed in my new level? All right. The next thing that I want to talk to you about, I think this is the third thing now. The first one is confront the situation, and while you are at it, practice self-talk, positive self-talk. All right. And the second thing, we talked about time management and delegation. The third thing that I want to talk to you about today, and I'm going so rapidly, so fast, because I know you're a professional and you don't have time to waste. All right. So I am going to be very fast about this and get to the root of things sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay, so the third thing that I want you to pay attention to is mindfulness. Okay, mentally, you must de-stress. You must de-stress mentally. You must choose not to be stressed by a situation. And this decision, you must take it in advance, where you tell yourself, no matter what happens today, I will not lose my cool. No matter what happens today, I'm going to try to figure out the solution rather than stress out on the issue itself. All right, so practice mindfulness a lot. And one of the things that help with mindfulness is journaling. You know, I will always talk about journaling. You know, I will always talk about journaling. Journaling is so special to me because it helps you to be in the moment. You can write about things that are worrying you. You can write about potential things that may want to worry you and decide how you're going to confront it when and if that time comes. All right, journaling will help you to connect your actions with the emotions behind them. Why did I do that? Why did I do what I just did? What am I going to do differently going forward? I have an entire course on journaling. You can visit my page to get it as well. So the other thing that I need to talk to you about is positive affirmations. We've talked about positive self-talk, but there's also positive affirmations where you're talking to yourself and affirming yourself to boost your confidence and to boost your self-esteem. And the other thing that I need you to pay attention to is also just being truthful, just being okay with where you are. So while you are doing positive self affirmations, and you're talking to yourself and encouraging yourself, you must also acknowledge that this is where I am currently, and this is what can get me out of here to the place that I want to be. So there must be a map that takes you from where you are to where you want to be, to where you believe that you should be, where you are not stressed. If in your mind's eyes, you are not seeing a picture of your ideal life where everything is perfect, so to say, where your health is great and your job, your work it takes you home. Your take home takes you home and even provides for much more than that, where you are able to build wealth, at least some wealth around what you do, and where you are able to give back to society and build a legacy, where if you have children or you desire children, you know that you are able to take care of them, and not just take care of them financially, but also be able to spend quality time with them, helping them to grow into responsible and respectable citizens. Just preserving your legacy in them and through them. You must be able to see yourself in that place where all your boxes are nicely stacked and nothing is out of congruence. If you don't see yourself there, it's going to be difficult for you to get yourself there. So that is one of the things that you must do to de-stress, where you actually take some minutes during each day and you daydream about your perfect life, and you promise yourself through self-talk and positive affirmations that this thing will happen. That this thing, it will happen one day. Like, I will have this, I will have that, I will have that, and I'll be settled. All right. And then once you put that out there, you start to walk towards it, you start to plan towards it, and you start to long for it and pray for it. And it's going to come to, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen for you. All right. The last thing, and you know that I must talk about this. And when I talk about this, I always talk about this. The last thing that I want to mention to you today is that for you to manage stress, for you to take care of yourself, you must actually take care of yourself. Physically, yes, so it is very important. You must take care of your physical body, and it starts from the very simplest things. You must hydrate. You know that already. You must hydrate, you must drink water, you must eat healthy food. Stop filling your body with junks. Pay attention to what you're feeding your body. Eat food as much as possible in the whole form before they become processed and chemical additives are in it, before they become deep fried and become unhealthy for you. Eat food in its whole form. It's going to do you a lot of good. You must be active. You know this. You must be active. You must move every day. Every day. You know, professionals, your level of stress is on another level entirely. I've had seasons as a professional where you are going to sleep late into the night, and all you do is you just put your laptop beside you on your bedside table, and you wake up the next morning, you pick it up again. In fact, during your sleep, you are not able to rest well because your mind is still on that work that you haven't finished. So people go day in, day in, day out, without actually moving their bodies, and they're taxing their minds and working hard at it, but you are not giving your body the best that it needs to be optimal, to be in a place where what you're demanding of your mind and your brain, your body is able to supply it to you. So you must prioritize self-care. You must take care of your physical body. There are ways that can be done nowadays. You can climb the steps at work, you can climb the steps at home, you can go for a walk. Sometimes sometimes a prayer walk, sometimes just a meditation walk, and sometimes you're just sightseeing. You can go for a walk. You can have a set of weights in the house. You can have skipping ropes. You can jump on the spot. You can walk on the spot. There is no excuse these days for not being active. There is zero excuse. And let me tell you something. Most times, the things you think are limiting you, oh, the gym is far away, oh, who will take care of my children, oh, I'm too busy with work, they're all here. They're all in your mind. All the things that are stopping you, they're in your mind. So it is time to get it right and to talk yourself out of your limitations, talk yourself into possibilities, become active, regularly exercise, and take good care of your body. What happens then is that your body is strong enough to withstand some of the mental strain that you put on yourself at work. So what it takes before to break you is it takes much more than that now. And as you continue to progressively, build endurance, build stamina in working out, you see it translate into every other area of your life, and you will see that you know how to manage stress. Lastly, please, as a performer, as a professional, as a babe that works hard, please take care of yourself. Schedule your spa treatments, schedule your massages, schedule your body care, schedule your skin care, pamper yourself once in a while. You have worked hard for it and you deserve it. At the level of your income, whatever you have, I believe you have a budget, okay? So budget for self-care. And when your self-care day comes, don't let it just be the cheat meals where you are then swallowing and eating all the things that are not healthy for you. And of course, sometimes we should do that. But also pamper yourself by taking care of your skin. Buy good skincare. Take care of butter, like put skin butter on your skin. And let your body be grateful to you for taking care of it. And your body is going to take care of you in return. Finally, as I go today, how many times have I said finally? All right, as I go out of your screens, out of your face today, I want to talk to you about the optimized wellness for high-performing professionals course. This that you have just heard is a tip of the iceberg. I want to break this thing down for you so much more. I want to talk to you about why you were not even prioritizing your self-care in the first place. What gave you the guts to think that you can do anything with your body, with your mind, with who you are, and your body will just take it in its stride and you're fine. You could have gotten away with some of these things when you were younger, but you're growing. You're growing. You know that what your body used to be able to withstand before, it's complaining now. So how about we fix it once and for all? So I want to get in class with you. I want to help you to trace back where the issue started from and where are we now? How are we going to fix things? How are you going to optimize your life You fixed your finances, yes. You fixed your career, yes. But how about your life in general? How about having, the quality of life that you desire and that you deserve? How about helping you to even desire the best quality of life that can be available for you? Because it is a thing that some people don't even know how to desire a great quality of life again. They're just like, I need the money, and they're working hard day in, day out, and they are exchanging, literally exchanging their body, their years of their lives for a paycheck. Who says we can't have it all? Who says you can't have it all? You can have it all. And when you join us at the Optimized Wellness for High Performing Professionals course, then you are going to discover how to have it all. Okay, come into class with me and let me help you. Remember how you felt when you first got your first job, happy, ecstatic, and hopefully looking forward at the future, and so excited for all the things the future was going to bring you. This is that future, and you know how you feel now: depressed, sad, unhappy, unfulfilled. Let me help you get back to that person that you were before all of the discontentment set in. I want to help you to figure out what caused it and how can we avoid it. How can things get better? So step into class with me. I have a limited offer. Currently, for the course, I have a limited time offer for you. You can get into class if you sign up today. If you sign up today, I'm happy to give you a discounted 50% throughout the month of March. There's a condition though. Throughout the month of March, we are going to keep registrations at 50% discount. So, but the condition is that there's a number of persons that we are able to take a class. It's an online virtual course. You have 3 modules per track. You have 7 tracks. So that's 21 modules where I'm taking you through your value systems, through your passion systems. I'm taking you through work-life balance. We're talking about office politics. We're talking about how to deal with toxic culture at work, how to survive in a fast-paced work environment, how to show up for yourself at work, how to lean in at work, how to be the best that you can be at work. So step into class with me and let us figure out these things together. 21 modules, 7 tracks over the course of 2 months, and your life will transform. You will find rest, and solace will find you. You will enjoy your work, or you will find the work that you enjoy, and it will find you in return. You will love your life. You will fall in love with your life, and you will have the time to enjoy the things that you have used money to buy, and even the things that you didn't use money to buy, your relationships, your family, your friendships. You will now start to create the time to spend with them and to enjoy. You will lead more successfully at work. Your subordinates are going to be happier because now you are leading them from a place of awareness and a place of empowerment. So I welcome you as you join me into the Optimized Wellness for High Performing Professionals course, and I will see you in class. Register today, and I will see you in class. This is Coach B, and thank you for your time. Goodbye for now.